Hi everyone, I hope you're well, and we're now in France, having travelled through the whole of Spain and left Quartira 5 days ago.
Yep.
We've had mixed weather, it's been sunny overall, so the sun has been pretty good. Oh, Morph's just doing a poo, so we'll have to cut there. Travelling with cats. See if you.
The smell hasn't hit us yet.
So we have had a lot of questions about our pets, and somebody did actually ask last week, how do we manage with cats and a litter box? Do we have a litter tray? And what about the smell? So we do have a litter tray, which originally had a cat flap on the front, and it was all yellow to match the van.
Looks very smart, yeah, tucked
but
away.
Leo, who bless him hasn't got the largest brain,
Pea-sized.
couldn't work out how to open the cat flap, so he just used to sit looking at the door.
He'd sit there
And
for
then-
like hours, sitting there waiting for somebody to come along and hold the door open. Then
And
go,
you did have to
"Thanks,"
hold the door
and he'd
open.
go in.
So we took that off, but the short answer to that question is we do have a normal cat tray, one of the plastic ones with a rim on the top, and that's underneath our drawers with a nice teak front on it and a little hole that they go in and out of. Doesn't smell, does it?
Well, it does when he's just dropped one, but
Well, yeah,
as soon
yeah.
as they use it, we clean it out again, so
Yeah.
it's fine. It doesn't smell bad in the van at all.
A couple of times a day we empty the cat
Oh
box.
no! Your turn.
So you don't really get a smell, but I'm just going to have to cut the video there as I now need to go empty the cat box. So we were sad to leave the sun, and it was still sunny as we went through most of Spain.
It was
wasn't
pretty warm, yeah.
Yeah.
We had some nice times. I had a couple of mornings where I could sit outside with my coffee, which is one of my favourite parts of each day. I just get complete peace and stillness. Everyone else is still in. Rosie's usually asleep. Dom usually works for a couple of hours in the morning, and I go and sit outside. So that was good. I can't do that now in France. It's just too bloody cold.
Too chilly. But we did have a really good detour. We were travelling up towards the north of Spain, about an hour from Bilbao, and suddenly for some random reason I think I remembered that part of the Clint Eastwood Good and the Bad and the Ugly set was up north. And last summer we went to Tabernas, to Almeria, to visit some of the spaghetti western sets, and they're kind of cool but pretty commercial. They've been turned into kind of theme parks, really, haven't they?
Yeah, you can't really tell that it doesn't have any of the... Morph! Dude! Get off the camera! Morph!
He's moved it now.
Buddy!
So I'd remembered that Sad Hill Cemetery, which I'd seen a documentary about on Netflix, which was pretty cool. It was basically a load of local Spanish guys who were big Clint Eastwood fans, and they decided to locate the set and then clear it. So it's not at all commercial. It's basically the cemetery set. It's in the middle of nowhere, isn't it? In mountains.
It's So I'm chuckling because Morph keeps creeping over. He's like desperate to get in on the filming.
Yeah.
I think it's because his biscuits are behind the camera. So.
Oh dear.
So yeah, it was absolutely epic. It was a bit of a drive to get there. There was a massive steep hill that we had to go down that was covered in loose gravel, so we were a bit hanging onto the handles as we went down, but that was cool. It was fine. When we got to the bottom, there was no one else there, so we had the place to ourselves for a while.
So for anyone in Spain, I would recommend a detour to the Sad Hill Cemetery. Just put that into Google, it comes up on the maps, and as Missy said, it's a pretty easy drive but a little bit scary. It's basically 3 or 4 miles on what they call a rural road, which is basically just gravel and mud, but not really potholey, pretty smooth,
Oh,
pretty
it was
easy
firm.
going. Yeah,
You say mud, it wasn't squishy.
No,
It was
no,
firm.
it was firm. But the scary bit was the last bit where it was a very steep hill and round a bend, but fine. And also it's not on park for night, but we stayed the night right outside, didn't we?
We
Had
did.
it to ourselves.
We didn't intend to. I'd found a couple of other park for night spots near enough that we could have driven out to, but it's miles from anyone. There's no houses, there's no people to disturb. We stayed and it was great, except that the next day was Saturday, so then lots of tour buses of people came and loads and loads of visitors. So if you want to stay the night, maybe do it on one of the other weeknights.
That's a good point. The Sad Hill Cemetery is that you shouldn't always rely on park for night, if indeed you do when you're travelling, because you can find some truly epic spots just by finding something like that, but just as easily zoom in on Google Maps.
Okay, the other thing we did at Sad Hill, we had a good look round, we did some filming, so some of that's in this video, but we also got our drone out. I bought this drone for Dom for Christmas, not last year but the year before, in readiness for going on the van, and I think we've had it out the box 3 times so far, just for little tests, and it's always a bit windy or it falls and gets a bit scary.
Yeah, I don't think I could say I have my pilot's licence yet.
No.
No.
But it was fun.
It was fun. And it's a very lightweight drone, so if there's any kind of wind it struggles to fly against the wind, so it's blowing all over the place, as you'll see from some of this footage, which we've included for amusement.
Yeah, it would have been nice. What we hoped for would be to get one of those nice shots, you know, Gadget John would be able to do this, where you just get the drone and it goes straight up and you can see for miles around you, you can see straight down into the nice stone circle at the middle of the Sad Hill Cemetery, and then maybe fly over a nice little pan shot over the sub parked in the car park, and we didn't get that at all, but it was fun. We'll keep trying.
Keep trying. So that's another van life recommendation, is if you bought yourself a drone for your van trip, if you're just setting out, make sure you learn to fly it first, or we always find there's too many people around.
Yeah, we don't want to crash it into people,
No.
or trees, or the sea. Like, where can you practice with these things?
No, at
We need an
Cortera, do
airfield.
you remember I got it out of Cortera and I tried to fly it, and for some reason it disconnected from the Bluetooth and it just went like 1 metre off the ground straight towards a load of people, didn't it, who were setting up their campfire.
It narrowly missed hitting a small child on the head and crashed into a tree, thankfully, not a person.
Hence why you now need a licence to fly one.
Yeah.
So we headed off from the north of Spain into France.
Yep.
And we're about halfway up France now.
It's cold.
It is cold.
I mean, there's a bit of sunshine. We had a bit of sunshine today, but we also had hail and saw snow on the road today, so it's changeable. It's seriously windy as well.
So again, it's been a pretty sociable couple of weeks. after leaving Greg Lou and John Gadget and Mandy. We met quite a few people at Quartier again, especially Oliver from Magic Bus Art, who had a lovely B-class old style Mercedes van, and he was a journalist and a cartoonist, and he very kindly did a cartoon of the sub and us weirdos, which was epic.
It was really cool.
So thanks for that, Oliver. Really, really pleased with that.
Yeah, we love it, and we love the idea that he just went away and did his own thing. And I love all the plants and the tendrils, and the idea that you're growing through travelling. It was very cool, very Earth.
So I was just having a little sip.